All right, so the video I watched was The Mind Explained on Netflix, and it was about it had five different categories. It started with memory, and then it went to dreams, then it went to anxiety, then it went to mindfulness, and then the last episode was about psychedelics. And I watched all five. It was very good, I thought. I liked every episode. In memory, they brought up 9/11 in some parts that I liked. It helped you to easily understand it. In the dreams part, they talked about REM sleep, brain activity during it. They would show diagrams. It was really good. During the anxiety one, they talked about, they categorized anxieties, because I've heard of OCD and all these different anxieties, agoraphobia and all these, but they classified them as one. That's one thing I learned. I liked it too. It was a good video. They had someone with it on there, and the neuroscientist talked and stuff, so it was a good one. And then the fourth one was mindfulness, which was probably the one that I disliked. If there was anything to dislike about this Netflix series, it was probably that. It was just the Buddhist monks just kind of seemed like they talked about the history, not so much like meditation and all that. It just seemed to be more of a history rather than learning. There was learning in it about the brain and meditation, how it affects it and stuff, but it was probably my least favorite, though, if I were to dislike anything. And the last episode, psychedelics, I really enjoyed. It was good. It talked about, psychedelics, LSD, DMT, dimethyltryptamine is what that is. I know a lot about that from watching Joe Rogan podcasts, but it was nice to hear from neuroscientists and stuff like that. Joe Rogan will have, scientists on his show and stuff, but it was just nice seeing it in a picture form, too. They would show everything. The details of the show were very good. They had, different types of graphics. They would have people, and then they'd have cartoon designs they were just very good. They had pictures of the brain. It was very well. The whole series was very good. That was probably the only thing I disliked. And as it relates to anatomy, it obviously talks about the brain and dreams, everything that involves the brain, this nervous system. So it definitely goes into what we learned this semester. There was a few parts I discussed in my paper too about the warthog in the anxiety one, how it activates the amygdala and turns him into fight or flight by sending adrenaline through the body, and it can help him survive and stuff like that. Just really helps you to connect it to anatomy from that series. But other than that, there was a lot of learning and connecting. That's just one example, but I liked it overall, and I thought it was great, and would recommend it to a lot of people.